Welcome back to MoochingMonkey, and today we're visiting the beautiful Lakeside area in Doncaster, one of South Yorkshire's most relaxing places for a peaceful stroll. Waterside scenery, bird spotting and a little bit of shopping all rolled into one. It's just a couple of miles outside of Doncaster city centre. Lakeside has transformed over the years into a modern leisure destination built around a large man-made lake, with walking routes, bridges, cafes, restaurants, wildlife, the popular Lakeside Village, outlet shopping centre nearby. And honestly, it's one of those places that really surprises you when you arrive. It feels calm, open and far greener than many people expect from an urban area. As we begin the walk today, you can see why so many people come here for exercise, dog walking, jogging, cycling, or to simply unwind for an hour or two. The path circles the lake for roughly 2 miles, making it ideal for a gentle stroll without needing any difficult terrain or steep stairs to climb. One of the things you notice is the amount of open water and sky. The lake itself creates a lovely sense of space, especially on calmer days when the water reflects the clouds and the surrounding buildings. There's plenty of benches dotted around too, so it's easy to stop, sit down and enjoy the atmosphere. And despite being close to busy roads and retail areas, the sounds of the water and bird life somehow softens everything. The lakeside was developed over a former industrial and unused land, with the lake becoming the centrepiece of the regeneration project. The modern landscape you see today is a result of a redevelopment designed to create mixed leisure, shopping and a residential area. As we continue along the waterside path, you'll probably spot some of the wildlife that has made its home over the years. The lakeside is surprisingly good for birds, with species including swans, geese, mallards, tufted ducks, cormorants, coots, moor hens, and even the occasional bird of prey being recorded around the lake. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy places like this so much. Even though it's in a developed urban area, nature seems to find its way to return if it's given enough water, trees and quiet spaces. The swans here are especially photogenic, often gliding peacefully across the water while people stop nearby to take photos. Early mornings, evenings are probably the best time if you want calmer conditions and softer light for filming or photography. One of the nice features of the lakeside is the number of bridges and curved pathways that create different viewpoints as you walk. Every few hundred metres, the scenery changes slightly, giving you fresh angles across the water and towards the surrounding skyline. You've got a nice balance here between nature and modern development. On the one side you've got reeds, birds and quiet water. On the other side you've got cafes, restaurants, leisure facilities and shopping areas, creating a modern city atmosphere. The mix actually works surprisingly well. As we walk further around the lake, you can see runners and cyclists using the paths. It's clearly become an important recreational space for local people, and you get the feeling that somewhere used daily rather than being a tourist attraction. It gives Lakeside a very genuine atmosphere. It feels lived in, relaxed and comfortable. One of the things I really like is how accessible the whole area is. The pathways are generally flat, well maintained, making it suitable for wheelchairs, mobility scooters, pushchairs and people wanting an easier walk without rough terrain. Filming locations work like this brilliantly because the movement around the lake creates natural smooth footage, and reflections on the water, passing wildlife and changing scenery helps keep everything visually interesting throughout the walk. As we approach sections of the lake, you can start to see the leisure side of Lakeside. Nearby you've got restaurants, cafes, an outlet shopping village which has become one of Doncaster's most popular retail destinations over the years. Lakeside Village was originally opened as a Yorkshire outlet before later being rebranded, and today it includes dozens of outlet stores with well-known high street brands. What's quite nice is you can combine several different types of day out here. You can come for a nature walk, grab some lunch, do a bit of shopping, maybe watch a film nearby, or spend most of your time around the water. That flexibility makes the area appealing for lots of different visitors. As we continue walking, look at the landscaping and the lake itself. There are stretches with trees and reeds, then there are more open areas where the paths widen out. The design feels modern but relatively natural, and the lake acts as a focal point, bringing everything together. You can imagine this becoming attractive during the spring and sun, when trees are greener and the wildlife activity increases naturally. There's also some calming about circular lake walks. You're never worried about getting directions or getting lost. You simply keep flowing with the water and eventually arrive back where you started. And for casual walkers, that's ideal. Around parts of Lakeside you'll also find information board and trails connected to local heritage and wildlife. Doncaster Council has even developed nature and heritage trails around the lake to encourage people to learn more about the area where they're walking in. I always enjoy when places do this because it adds another layer to the visit. You're not just walking, you're learning about local history, wildlife, and how the area has changed over time. The lakeside has enormously changed over the last few decades. It was once underdeveloped and industrial land, and it's now a modern mixed-use destination with homes, leisure facilities, shopping, and an open public space centred around this large body of water. As we move into the quieter sections of the path, this is probably my favourite part of the walk. The water feels calmer here, there are usually fewer people, and it becomes easier to hear the birds around the shoreline. If you enjoy relaxed films, or making videos, or just a nice walk, this area works beautifully, because there's a steady mix of movement without feeling crowded or noisy. The lake also catches the light really nicely. Depending on the weather, you get reflections, ripples, dramatic clouds, or soft golden evening light across the water. One of those locations that can change with the season too. In winter it can become peaceful and atmospheric. In spring, wildlife activity increases. Summer brings more colour and activity, and autumn adds beautiful reflections and changing tree colours around the paths. That seasonal variety makes it somewhere you could revisit multiple times a year and always capture slightly different footage. One thing that stands out here in the lakeside is feels like it's designed for slowing down. Unlike busy town centres where everybody is rushing somewhere, people here seem to be happy to pause, sit on benches, feed the ducks, or simply walk a gentle pace around the water. And honestly, we probably need more places like this. Modern life is so noisy and fast most of the time. So having spaces like this where people can reconnect with nature, water, or fresh air is incredibly valuable. As we continue around the walk, we get another lovely view across the wide lake, with the fountains, pathways and surrounding buildings all coming together in one scene. It's quite impressive how balanced the area feels overall. We've got enough facilities nearby to make it convenient, but still enough open space to make it feel relaxing. For families, walkers, photographers, wildlife lovers, or people simply wanting a peaceful afternoon outdoors, Lakeside offers a bit of everything. It's probably why it remains popular with local people year after year. Overall then, Lakeside in Doncaster is much more than a shopping area or modern development. It has become a genuinely recreational space where wildlife, walking, leisure and urban life blend together surprisingly well. It may not be dramatic countryside or a huge nature reserve, but sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes there are simple, beautiful lakeside walks with birds, fresh air and reflections on the water, and a genuine atmosphere that is exactly what you want. And honestly, Lakeside delivers that beautifully. So if you've enjoyed this relaxing walk around one of Doncaster's nicest waterside areas, if you do enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe to MoochingMonkey for more calm walking reviews, nature spots, gardens and zoos, and hidden gems around the UK. And thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you on the next one. Please continue to enjoy the remaining footage around the lake, and take care of yourselves and look after each other.